Scratch. Mark accidentally bumped his car against a tree, leaving a noticeable scratch on the side. Screen. The laptop screen displayed a vibrant array of colors as Mark worked on his project. Script. The actors rehearsed their lines from the carefully written script for the upcoming play. Seal. The diver encountered a playful seal while exploring the depths of the ocean. Season. The transition from summer to fall brought a change in the season and the colors of the landscape. Secondary. The secondary character in the novel played a crucial role in the development of the plot. Seed. Mark planted a tiny seed in the fertile soil, hoping it would grow into a flourishing plant. Seek. In his quest for knowledge, Mark continued to seek answers to thought-provoking questions. Select. The chef carefully chose and meticulously prepared the ingredients he would select for his signature dish. Senior. As a senior member of the team, Mark offered guidance and support to his colleagues. Sensible. Making sensible decisions is essential when facing challenging situations. Separate. Mark decided to separate the recyclables from the general waste for a more eco-friendly approach. Sequence. The numbers followed a logical sequence in the mathematical pattern. Servant. The wealthy family treated their servants with kindness and respect. Session. Mark attended a productive brainstorming session with his colleagues to generate innovative ideas. Settlement. The settlement between the two parties resolved the long-standing dispute amicably. Severe. The storm caused severe damage to the coastal town, requiring immediate assistance. Shadow. As the sun set, a long and dark shadow stretched across the pavement. Tablet. Mark used a digital tablet to sketch and take notes during business meetings. Tail. The cat flicked its tail playfully as it chased after a dangling toy. Tale. Mark enjoyed reading a captivating tale of adventure and mystery before bedtime. Tap. Mark turned on the tap and filled a glass with cool, refreshing water. Target. The marketing team developed strategies to reach a specific demographic and hit their sales target. Task. Completing the challenging task ahead required focus, dedication, and careful planning. Tax. Mark carefully reviewed his financial documents to calculate the annual income tax. Taxi. In a rush to the airport, Mark hailed a taxi to ensure he caught his flight on time. Tea. Mark enjoyed a soothing cup of chamomile tea before bedtime. Telly. After a long day, Mark relaxed on the sofa and watched his favorite shows on the telly. Technology. The rapid advancement of technology has transformed various aspects of daily life. Telephone. Before the era of smartphones, people relied on landline telephones to communicate. Temperature. Mark checked the temperature outside before deciding what to wear for the day. Unable. Despite his best efforts, Mark was unable to solve the challenging puzzle. Undertake. Mark decided to undertake a challenging hiking expedition to test his endurance. Uniform. The students proudly wore their school uniform to maintain a sense of equality. Unlike, Mark's taste in music was unlike his friends, who preferred a different genre. Vacation. Mark eagerly anticipated his upcoming tropical vacation to escape the daily routine. Variation. The store offered a wide variation of products to cater to diverse customer preferences. Vary. The flavors of the ice cream shop vary from classic vanilla to exotic fruit combinations. Vast. The desert landscape extended into the vast horizon, creating a sense of solitude. Vegetable. Mark included a colorful assortment of fresh vegetables in his daily diet. Yard. The children played tag in the spacious yard behind the house. Yellow. Mark's favorite flowers were the vibrant yellow sunflowers in his garden. Wage. Negotiating a fair wage is crucial for employee satisfaction and motivation. Wake. The loud noise from the construction site would often wake Mark up early in the morning. Wander. On weekends, Mark loves to wander through the picturesque nature trails near his home. Ward. The hospital assigned a dedicated nurse to each ward to ensure attentive care. Wardrobe. Lisa organized her extensive wardrobe by color and season for easy access. Weakness. Despite her strength, public speaking remained a significant weakness for Sarah. Wealth. Mark realized that true wealth goes beyond monetary value and includes happiness and fulfillment. Web. The spider skillfully spun its delicate web to catch unsuspecting insects. Website. Mark frequently visits his favorite news website to stay updated on current events. Western. Mark enjoys watching classic Western films with their tales of cowboys and frontier life. Whatsoever. Mark had no interest whatsoever in participating in the heated argument. Whereas Sarah preferred tea, Mark enjoyed coffee. highlighting their differing tastes whereas beverages were concerned. Wooden. The antique chair had a beautifully carved wooden frame. Wool. Mark chose a cozy wool sweater to stay warm during the winter. Workshop. The carpenter spent hours in his well-equipped workshop, crafting intricate furniture. Kilometer. The marathon runners pushed themselves to complete the last kilometer of the race. Largely, the success of the project was largely attributed to the collaborative efforts of the team. Lunchtime. Mark enjoys taking a break and having a relaxing meal during his lunchtime. Link. The internet provides a vast link of information, connecting people around the world. Liquid. Mark accidentally spilled the liquid soap while washing dishes. Limit. It's essential to know your limit when taking on challenging tasks to avoid burnout. Literature. Mark has a deep appreciation for classic literature, often immersed in the works of renowned authors. Mushroom. The hiker discovered a variety of colorful wild mushrooms during his trek. Musical. Mark attended a captivating musical performance at the local theater. Muscle. Regular exercise helps to strengthen and tone the muscles. Movement. The peaceful movement of the leaves in the wind created a serene atmosphere. Mouse. Mark replaced the batteries in his computer mouse to ensure smooth navigation. Mountain. The majestic mountain range provided a stunning backdrop to the small village. Northern. The northern regions of the country experience harsh winters with heavy snowfall. Overseas. Mark dreamed of traveling overseas to explore different cultures and landscapes. Ownership. Mark took pride in the ownership of his first home. Program. Mark tuned into his favorite television program every Saturday evening. Pupil. The teacher noticed that one pupil needed extra help with the math assignment. Pub. Mark and his friends gathered at the local pub for a casual evening of drinks and conversation. Primarily, the new policy aimed primarily at improving employee well-being. Presume. Mark didn't want to presume on his neighbor's generosity, so he politely declined the offer. Predict. Meteorologists use advanced technology to predict weather patterns accurately. Practice. To excel in any skill, consistent practice is essential. Praise. Mark received well-deserved praise for his outstanding performance at work. Potato. Mark decided to make mashed potatoes as a side dish for dinner. Post office. Mark mailed the package at the local post office. Pool. The resort had a refreshing swimming pool where guests could relax. Politician. The politician addressed the concerns of the constituents during the town hall meeting. Policeman. The policeman directed traffic to ensure a smooth flow during the parade. Poem. Mark wrote a heartfelt poem expressing his emotions and thoughts. Plug. Mark accidentally pulled the plug from the socket, causing a temporary power outage. Petrol. Mark filled up his car with a full tank of petrol before embarking on the road trip. Pepper. Mark added a dash of freshly ground black pepper to enhance the flavor of the dish. Pension. Saving for a comfortable pension is a wise financial decision for the future. Pencil. Mark sharpened his favorite mechanical pencil before starting his sketch. Reduce. Mark decided to reduce his carbon footprint by using public transportation. Region. The wine region in France is renowned for its vineyards and exquisite wines. Rice. Mark served the spicy curry over a bed of steamed basmati rice. Scientist. The dedicated scientist made groundbreaking discoveries in the field of genetics. Sheep. The rolling hills were dotted with grazing sheep. Sheet. Mark covered himself with a cozy sheet on the chilly night. Shelf. Mark organized his books neatly on the wooden shelf. Shout. Despite the distance, Mark could hear the distant shout of joy from the cheering crowd. Singer. The talented singer captivated the audience with her soulful performance. Slice. Mark carefully cut a thin slice of the freshly baked bread. Slim. The new fitness routine helped Mark achieve a healthier and more slim physique. Smoking. Mark decided to quit smoking for the sake of his health. Sole. The chef prepared a delicate sole fillet for a gourmet seafood dish. Spoon. Mark stirred the soup with a large wooden spoon. Steak. Mark ordered a perfectly cooked medium-rare steak at the restaurant. Strawberry. Mark enjoyed a bowl of ripe red strawberries for dessert. Strict. The school had a strict policy regarding uniform and punctuality. Struggle. Despite the struggle, Mark persevered and achieved his goals. Submit. Mark took the time to carefully submit his completed assignment before the deadline. Supermarket. Mark visited the local supermarket to stock up on groceries for the week. Supper. Mark preferred a light and nutritious meal for his evening supper. Symbol. The dove is often seen as a symbol of peace and tranquility. Territory. Animals mark their territory as a way of establishing dominance. Text. Mark received a thoughtful text message from a friend, brightening his day. Toe. Mark accidentally stubbed his toe against the coffee table. Tomato. Mark harvested ripe red tomatoes from his garden for a fresh salad. Tooth. Mark diligently brushed his tooth twice a day for good oral hygiene. Tourist. The historic landmarks attract tourists from around the world. Tower. The medieval tower offered panoramic views of the surrounding countryside. Traditional. Mark celebrated the holiday with a traditional family dinner. Translate. Mark used an online tool to translate phrases into different languages. Transport. Public transport systems play a crucial role in urban mobility. Trousers. Mark selected a pair of well-fitted trousers for the formal event. Tube. Mark preferred to use a reusable water tube to reduce plastic waste. Unlikely. It seemed unlikely that Mark would forget such an important occasion. Useful. Mark discovered a useful shortcut that saved him time on his commute. Via. The package was shipped to Mark's address via express delivery. Visual. Mark's artistic skills were evident in the detailed and captivating visual artwork. Volume. Mark adjusted the volume of the music to create the perfect ambience. Yet. Mark enjoyed the peaceful solitude of the forest, yet he missed the hustle and bustle of city life. Youth. The community center organized activities to engage the local youth. Had. Mark realized he had left his umbrella at home when the rain started. Investigation. The detective conducted a thorough investigation to solve the mysterious case. Vine. The grapevine in Mark's backyard produced sweet and juicy grapes. T-shirt. Mark chose a comfortable cotton t-shirt for a casual day out. Apricot. The ripe apricot was a burst of sweetness in every bite. Attribute. Mark's success was an attribute to his dedication and hard work. Beetle. Mark marveled at the intricate patterns on the colorful beetle crawling on the flower. Bracket. Mark secured the shelves to the wall using sturdy metal brackets. Concise. Mark preferred concise explanations that got straight to the point. Decay. Neglect can lead to the decay of even the sturdiest structures. Doze. Mark decided to take a short doze in the afternoon to recharge his energy. Farther. The hikers planned to venture even farther into the wilderness. Lavatory. Mark quickly located the nearest lavatory when nature called. Liter. Mark measured the ingredients carefully, pouring exactly 1 liter of water into the mixing bowl. Meter. The carpenter measured twice and cut once to ensure the perfect meter length. Noun. Mark explained to his students that a noun is a word that represents a person, place, or thing. Pigeon. The cooing sound of a nearby pigeon added a touch of tranquility to the urban environment. Porridge. Mark enjoyed a warm bowl of oat porridge for breakfast on chilly mornings. Raspberry. The tartness of the ripe red raspberry complemented the sweetness of the dessert. Appreciate. Mark took a moment to appreciate the beauty of the sunset. Responsible. Being responsible for a pet requires dedication and care. Fought. The soldiers fought bravely on the battlefield to defend their homeland. Pride. Mark felt a sense of pride as he looked at his completed masterpiece. Solve. Mark used critical thinking to solve the complex puzzle. Hopefully. Mark studied diligently, hopefully anticipating success in the upcoming exam. Pine. The scent of fresh pine filled the air in the forest. Mate. Mark enjoyed a cup of tea with his closest mate. Illegal. Mark was aware that downloading copyrighted material without permission is illegal. Matte. Mark chose a matte finish for the walls to create a cozy ambience. Con. Mark attended a gaming con to meet fellow enthusiasts. Maid. The hotel maid ensured the room was immaculate for the guests. Punch. Mark mixed a refreshing fruit punch for the summer party. Mayor. The mayor addressed the citizens during the town hall meeting. Recall. Mark struggled to recall the name of the person he met briefly. Bug. Mark noticed a tiny bug crawling on the kitchen counter. Defend. The lawyer worked tirelessly to defend his client in court. Painful. Mark experienced a painful twinge in his back after lifting heavy boxes. Rat. Mark spotted a cheeky rat scurrying across the alley. Cooking. Mark discovered a newfound passion for cooking during the lockdown. Button. Mark sewed a beautiful button onto his favorite shirt. 60. Mark celebrated his 60th birthday surrounded by loved ones. Pity. Mark felt a sense of pity for the stray cat wandering in the rain. Coach. The sports coach motivated the team to give the best performance. Row. Mark and his friends enjoyed a peaceful row on the serene lake. A while. Mark decided to rest a while before continuing his journey. Pen. Mark used a reliable fountain pen for his creative writing. Confidence. Building confidence is essential for personal and professional growth. Carter. Mark was introduced to the renowned wildlife carter during the safari. Image. The photograph captured a striking image of the mountain landscape. Hers. Sarah found a book on the shelf, and she realized it was hers from childhood. Role. As a teacher, her role was not only to impart knowledge but also to inspire a love for learning. Refuse. Despite the tempting offer, she had to refuse the dessert to stick to her diet. Determined. Faced with challenges, he remained determined to achieve his long-term goals. Progress. With each passing day, the team made significant progress on the project. Military. The military conducted a series of training exercises to enhance readiness. Artist. The young artist spent hours in the studio, creating vibrant and expressive paintings. Gym. After work, she headed to the gym to engage in a rigorous workout routine. Cruel. The cruel treatment of animals sparked outrage and calls for stricter regulations. Traffic. Heavy traffic delayed his commute, making him late for the important meeting. Mental. Yoga and meditation are effective practices for maintaining good mental health. Poison. The detective discovered that the victim had ingested a lethal poison. Expert. As an expert in cybersecurity, he was tasked with securing the company's sensitive data. Bull. The matador faced the bull in the arena with a mixture of skill and courage. Benefit. Regular exercise provides numerous health benefits, including improved cardiovascular function. Secretary. The secretary efficiently managed the office, ensuring smooth day-to-day operations. Sneak. Trying to sneak into the concert without a ticket, they were promptly escorted out by security. Mix. In the kitchen, she decided to experiment and mix different ingredients to create a unique dish.